You're listening to Big Blend Radio's Cooking with Ruth show, featuring Ruth Milstein, author of the Gourmand award-winning recipe book, Cooking with Love, Ventures into the New Israeli Cuisine. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Big Blend Radio's Cooking with Ruth show. Today, we're going to be talking about lamb. Yes, cooking a rack of lamb. I've never tried to do it because anything that is, it just sounds like big to me. That's like a big effort. But then reading Ruth's recipe on this, which is linked in the show notes, and you can find it on blendradioandtv.com. Just type in Ruth and lamb. Not that she's a lamb. But she has a really good recipe for a rack of lamb that is served on a bed of mashed potatoes, and the mashed potatoes have turnip in them. So that's a whole new thing to talk about too. So welcome back, Ruth. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Now, this recipe is actually featured in your book, Cooking with Love, Ventures into the New Israeli Cuisine. Everyone, you can get it on Amazon, and it's its second printing. It won a Gourmand Award as well. And you can also go to ruthmilstein.com, of course. But this is, you know, when you talk about the new Israeli cuisine, it's very Mediterranean, right? And wouldn't you say lamb
It's Mediterranean.
It's Mediterranean, this recipe.
Not Mediterranean, and because we came from like 300-400 different countries, we have different food from each country, from each even town of the, you know, we have so many different food. When you go to Israel, different restaurants, different flavors. Because we came from, we were in exile so many years. And each one of them, they had different tastes, different, they changed also the food.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Over the years evolved.
Every food we had different, every family, the same food, they cook it differently. And this is the beauty. This is the beauty.
Mm-hmm. And people can do it themselves too. With this, like the rack of lamb, I know lamb is, you know, we ate a lot of lamb in South Africa too.
Lamb there is here, but not all year round. And sometimes you have to order it. Depends where you live. And if the people, if they buys it, if they know about it, how to cook it, how to. People doesn't know lamb. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that. Chicken they know.
Well, with your recipe, the rack of lamb, we'll get into the spices and how you cook it, but let's even talk about purchasing. Like you say, you order it, but I know we had lamb chops the other day, which was actually, they were pretty darn good. I haven't had lamb for a long time, and I always find that lamb can get dry pretty fast. It's almost like, you know how pork, you know, you can dry out pork like a pork chop if you do it. You know, you can. I mean, that's meat. Like I know you don't do pork.
I don't eat pork. I don't cook pork, but I know pork is on the dry side.
Yeah, it's dry, and lamb can get like that. So when you purchase it, you said that in your recipe that you get a 3-pound rack of lamb with 14 to 18 bones, and then you carve it into their own slices. So is that, so you're are you basically making lamb chops when you do that?
Yes.
Okay. So, but is it important to do it yourself, or can you just go buy a bunch of lamb chops and do this recipe?
I do it as a lamb chop. Yes.
Okay.
And always if you need some help if you need help, always the butcher can help you. Always
is it fresher?
If you have butcher.
Yeah, if you have a butcher and you can go and say, I want a rack of lamb, please cut them into chops for me. You know,
he will do whatever you want, because he doesn't want to lose you. He wants to gain you.
Is it better than buying lamb chops that are already pre-cut? Does that help keep the freshness or anything like that?
Pre-cut is good. Pre-cut is good if this is what you wanted. If this is what's going to make it easier for you, you can buy it. It's fresh.
Okay, because
you can buy it. Why not?
I think buying a whole rack of lamb is like, that's intimidating for me because
Yeah.
Ruth, that's dangerous for me, but I'm up for a challenge because
Too
if
light.
you're
It's too
if you're
light.
just cutting, yeah, if you just cut the little slice, listen, just get a glass of wine and a big knife and go for it. Uh-oh.
Another thing, you don't know how long to to cook it.
Yeah, now
You
that's the
don't know
other
how
thing.
long. Yes, you have just to guess.
Oh, because
You
it
have to
can.
guess,
uh,
because you
Okay.
don't know.
Well, let's
Even
look at.
you can go to internet and to no, it's not working like that. It's not working
Mm.
like that. They
Well,
give you approximately
yeah, because of the weight. If so, with your recipe,
the
and let's
weight
just.
and how fresh is it, what you put more, how you base it. There is few things that it's involved.
So let's talk about the lamb itself because we can do the potatoes and turnips on the side later. But um, you talk about you're cooking this in a skillet, so you've got two things going at the same time. You've got your lamb and you've got the potatoes and turnips. But for right now, let's just talk about the lamb. And because you say that you actually make a mixture and you're marinating, you're covering the lamb in this mixture for 2 hours or even overnight. And the mixture is thyme leaves, rosemary leaves, garlic, ginger, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And you mix it all together. And everyone, again, the recipes in the show notes and also on the website, blendradioandtv.com. But you mix it well, and then you're you're making sure this lamb is not going to be dry. You're moistening the lamb.
That's it. It's moist. It's moist. Yes, yes. That's
See,
the reason. I
okay.
leave it longer because it's so moist,
Mm.
so
So
moist.
then,
Like
so
eating
you're gonna
cheese.
oh, like eating soft cheese, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Moist
It's
is
so good.
Nancy's
It's so
favorite.
good. Yes,
It's
it's so
Nancy's
good.
favorite word. They say that was the people don't like the word moist, but it's good when it comes to food. You don't want dry food, We want it
No,
moist.
especially red meat, dry. No, no,
Mm-mm.
no, no, no.
No, it's not fun. And then you're trying to, no, well, okay. The only thing is if you're like at a dinner party and they serve dry meat, then you're going to drink more wine because that's the only way you're going to get it down and still smile at the person that cooked it. You're just like, I'm going to drink another sip of wine, eat that dry meat. But with this, it's moist. So I know you say you can do it for 2 hours, but I have a funny feeling, Ruth, that you do this overnight. You're going to marinate
I do
this.
it overnight. I do it
I had a
overnight.
feeling.
It's easier
Yeah.
for me also.
Does it
Easier for
also
me.
break down the meat a little bit? Not just that it's absorbing.
It's
And
often, yeah.
do you like put holes in the meat so that it absorbs the oils in the mixture, or is it just fine if you just
Uh,
put it in there?
Depends the size, the thickness. Sometimes I poke the
Oh,
meat.
okay.
I
Oh
poke it.
yeah, so like a fork or something.
Yes,
Just okay. So everybody, you heard that. Ruth pokes the meat and then
yes.
covers it in this beautiful oil mixture, oil and herbs and garlic, so that the meat will get moist. You keep it overnight or for 2 hours to overnight. So that's done. So yeah, so when you're cooking, then you just go to cook. And so you're
Mhm.
cooking this on a skillet, so it's not going in the oven. And I feel like
No,
if you're doing it in the skillet, you can actually watch it better so it
I
doesn't
have to
dry
watch
out.
it. Yes, I watch it.
Okay.
Yes, I watch it.
And but you're not cooking it for a very long time, it doesn't look like. You have to get your pan heated up better.
Yes,
It seems
yes,
heated up.
yes. And you
So
have yes. And
can you do this in
pen
cast iron?
always, pen always. You have to watch. Don't leave pen on the stove.
Okay.
Always watch. It's
Yeah,
not
watch it the
pot.
whole time.
Pot is
Okay.
different. Pot is different, but pen always watch it.
If Are you cooking this in a cast iron skillet or a skillet? Are you cooking it in a frying pan?
Uh, but it's a huge one.
A
And
big
it's
one, because you're putting them
wide.
all in there at
Yes,
once.
I call it huge because it's large one and it deep also.
Oh, okay,
The
because
deep.
of the fat. And so you're
Yes.
going to cook this on, you warm up the heat. You're doing olive oil again, and then you saute, you say, for a minute and a half on each side.
Yes.
Or for 2 minutes, depending if you want rare or medium.
It's for taste and color. Taste and
Mm-hmm.
color. Because we
Okay.
have to see what we eat.
Okay. Yeah. I agree. Okay, so we got the lamb down. We got this. That's not a long time to cook it though, you know? So
It's okay. It's holiday.
yeah,
Why not?
we can do that. That's a quick dish in a way, you know, when you think about it. Um, so yeah, it's not going to take you more than 5 minutes once the pan's heated up to cook the lamb. It'll be ready. So
Mm-hmm.
you, we almost have to have the potatoes and the turnips ready ahead of time before the
At
lamb.
least I make it ahead of time and the day before and warm it up. It's just fine.
Ah, okay. I know
Easy.
you.
Just
Yeah, because you don't like
fine. The
the big
taste and
rush.
everything.
Yeah, when people come over, Ruth, you don't want to be rushing crazy, right? You want it to be easy
No.
to cook.
No.
Cooking must be fun with a glass of wine and
Yeah.
music, right? You like your music.
Yes.
Have to have your music. Okay. So you're cooking potatoes and turnips together, which is something I've not heard very much of, but tell us why the turnips for you. Why did you decide
Turnips is
turnips
very
are going in?
tasty. People
I like them.
they are not trying the turnip. Turnip is very tasty. It's a little bit watery, not like
Hmm.
potato. Calories close to zero.
Oh,
Why not to try? Try it.
it's got
If you
nutrients
don't like
too.
it, you don't like it. Don't
And you
like it,
can keep
don't eat it again.
they keep it for a while. We used to grow turnips in South Africa and
Yeah.
feed
Uh-huh.
them to our horses. The horses like turnips,
Uh-huh.
believe it or not. Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Nancy, is
Because
that
it's
right?
watery.
No,
It's
Nancy's telling me I've
watery.
got the wrong. No, Nancy told me I've got the wrong
No?
thing. No, we
Yeah.
didn't feed them turnips. Apparently, I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe I was just. It's what you don't feed them. Okay. All right. Don't listen to Lisa. I have no clue. Do not feed your horses turnips. Maybe I was thinking of pigs or something. I don't know, but I know. Huh.
Maybe
I
some
think
other
it's
veg. Maybe
it's
other
going to be another
vegetables.
vegetable. I was going to say maybe
Another vegetable.
rutabaga. I don't
Another
know.
vegetable.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, over there it's different. But yeah, there were different things. There was something about it. But turnips, I always put turnips in stews and you can taste the dip. They do taste different than potato, but it's not they have a little kick to
It's
them,
different.
but it's
Turnip
not
is
yeah,
more water.
it's like a
More
sweet
watery.
radish. It's like a sweet
Yes.
big radish.
They are more
Yeah.
sweet and it's more watery.
Hmm.
More
And
water, which it means less calorie.
so more watery than
Calorie
the
close to
vegetable.
zero.
Oh, we don't
Close
want
to zero.
calories. The
Close
only
to zero.
calories
Potato is
My
calorie.
calories are wine, not vegetables. They shouldn't be giving you calories. Just
Potato
wine.
is calorie.
Yeah, potatoes are naughty. Now, okay, so now would you just use like a russet potato for this?
Oh yes.
Okay. So
There is
now
potato.
you're,
Two large potato. It's not a lot really for six serving.
yeah, this is 6 servings.
Not
So
a lot.
you got a nice
Yeah.
family here. So you peel
Yes.
the turnip, two large peeled potatoes, a large onion. You chop the onion into cubes. You got olive oil. Ruth loves olive oil and
Olive oil is
salt and
healthy.
yes, it is.
Healthy
Nancy
for us.
made us roast potatoes with carrots and zucchini and mushrooms and onions and garlic. It was really good. And it was olive oil, Ruth. She mixed it all with
Mm-hmm.
olive oil.
Yes.
And we
Mm-hmm.
thought of you. Anytime we use olive oil, we think of you. It's like Ruth would be
Mm-hmm.
happy. Um, so so you're gonna boil the potatoes and the turnip, and you say you boil them in salt water. That's
Yes.
cool. Okay. And then you say the turnip goes quicker, and then you chill them before you decide and the onion is sauteed. You're sauteing the onion while you do this, but you say you mash the rice potato in a ricer, and the turnip goes
Yes.
into small cubes, but you mash the potatoes
Yes.
with a ricer. Okay.
Yes.
And then you mix it together with the onion. Ooh, that sounds
With the
good.
onion. Yes.
Mm,
Together it's tasty. Very tasty.
mm. And then salt and pepper, and then you put then you put it all together. Ooh, I like this.
And it's tasty.
And you can
And it's finished.
and you can serve the lamb
And
on the potato, even
on the potato, yes.
with thyme leaves. We like the thyme. I think we forget to
The
use
timing,
thyme.
if it's potato gets cold very fast. So when you serve it, you have to serve it immediately.
Oh, everybody better be ready. How do you keep everything
good.
warm without it drying out?
To cover it.
You cover it? Do you use normally
I
foil?
cover it. I have, yeah. No, cover it. There is, just cover it on the table.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Cover it on the table.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because you don't want, you know how people are late, you know?
I
And
know. And this, I know. And traffic, always there is an excuse. It's traffic. It's not
It's
always
usually traffic, and that's real. That's a real thing, man.
So get up early. Leave early. Leave early, or get up in the morning early.
Yeah, get to your destination early and then have wine. You know, Ruth will cook while, have wine.
Yeah.
Everybody
Because
just have wine.
There is traffic everywhere. Traffic everywhere.
Ruth, we know that. It's terrible. Driving across the country now, Nancy and I got very spoiled during COVID. There was very few people. There were truck drivers and essential workers and us and some people that are also nomads like us, digital nomads. And it was very light traffic, but it's still a lot of construction. Now we have construction and it's so busy, and I think people have forgotten how to drive, to be honest. I really hate to say that, but I think we should make it all a New Year resolution to do better in our driving. I'm just putting it out there because there's so many accidents now, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the construction or everybody's in such a hurry, which I understand, but I don't know if it's just we see a lot of accidents, and I'm not trying to scare people or freak anybody out, but it no joke. Nancy,
it's good
sometimes
that you're warning. No, at least it's good that you're warning. So people are going to drive slower.
And whenever you feel the urge to stop for a second, don't second guess it. Nancy always goes, "Hey, let's take a break here. Let's have a sandwich."
Yes, this is good.
She says, "Take a break," and I'm like, no, I want to get here." She says, "Nah, just take a break. I need to take a break." We take a break, and Ruth, I'm telling you, even if it's a 5-10 minute break, we get back on the road and we missed an accident. She knows, like it's a weird thing. She knows. When Nancy says to pull over, I don't argue. Oh, that's not true. I always argue, but she's sitting right here, Ruth, putting our magazine out for publishing today, and she's like, "What do you mean you don't argue?" She's like, "Of course you argue," but she does every single time we pull over. Literally, that Nancy's like,
she did the right thing. She knows she did the right thing.
She knows.
Yes.
She knows. But that's the thing, just and then you're very grateful because some of the accidents are really, and I also think people are driving things they shouldn't be driving without learning, like new cars or cars that are bigger or you know what I mean? I think you've got to kind of take time to learn new cars, or RVs are a really big thing that we see people driving in an RV, and the winds pick up. The weather is the weather is weird, so you've got to, plan for that. But always carry snacks on the road and water because you never know.
So you don't have to stop.
Keep your tank full. When you start going under the halfway mark, go fill up again because you never know. But this isn't a road trip radio show. But when you're going to a friend's house for dinner, things happen, and try to be on time because someone's put effort into food, like Ruth puts in effort into making a really good meal. And then if we get there late just because we're running late, it's rude for the person making the meal. And that goes for at home. Oh, wait, I'm going to take one more phone call. No. Get off your phone and eat your food.
Is the worst. The phone call is the worst.
It is. It is because it can go longer than the traffic.
But when you're driving, really, phone call not exist. The phone is not exist. That's
Yeah,
it.
Nancy doesn't let me do
And
that
every
either.
half hour you can stop. Every half hour, stop, check your phone. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
call you or something. That's it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's not worth it.
No.
Not worth
No, no,
it
no, 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 no. No, it's
to do
not.
all.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, no,
No.
no, no.
So
They
going
will
back to
wait.
the lamb,
Somebody
I
call
want to
you.
go back to the lamb for the fun side of
Lamb.
this. So you're alive and we get to eat this good food. So none of us died in a car accident.
Lamb has
Um,
their own taste. You know, Lisa,
yeah.
lamb has their own taste.
Well,
And
people put
it's
mint with
different
it.
taste.
What,
Yeah.
they put mint. I remember them doing that with mint.
Yes.
What,
Lamb need meat a little bit. Yes.
do you
Yes.
do that?
No.
Yeah.
No. No. If
That's
I
not
have it
Ruth's way.
home, I will try it. But otherwise, no, because it's a flavor. It's so
Mm.
good. It's fresh. Once you eat something fresh, you don't need much. Except a little bit
I like
salt
the
and pepper.
thyme.
You don't need more than that.
I like the thyme. I think the serving with thyme kind of merges
Yes.
everything together on the plate with these, as an ingredient. But what about wine? What do we pair? What would you say is a good wine to go with this? Like, maybe a
It's
Grenache or something like a rosé,
um,
maybe, because it's nothing too
red
heavy, right?
red wine, but not heavy.
And not
Red
heavy. Like
wine.
a Pinot Noir might go well with this. A Pinot.
Yes. I think you have in the end you have, I think, some wine.
Hmm.
You can see it
Yeah, wine.
in the end of the recipe. Yeah, I think you have
Yeah.
the wine.
Oh, did we? I don't know if we had that on
Yes,
there.
you have.
But
You
well,
have.
look, yeah, wine is important. It's always important to have wine with a meal if you enjoy wine. If you don't like wine, then don't drink wine. Don't drink it. But I think a nice like Pinot
But
Noir
definitely
would
it's
go
red wine.
nice.
Definitely,
Red.
I
Uh-huh.
will drink red wine with this. Yes, red
Hmm.
wine.
Very good. Very good. I love this,
Yes.
Ruth, because I think it's
Yeah.
and to venture into like getting the rack of and understanding how to cut meat and butcher it, and even when you're at the butcher, maybe look how they do it. So you learn, and maybe the
Yeah.
butcher will even teach you, how to cut the lamb
Yeah.
properly so you don't get hurt and all that. But everyone
Usually I
again,
get it
Ruth,
clean.
you
Usually I
you
get
get
it
it.
clean as much as I can. I ask him to get it clean. He know me. I want it
Hmm.
clean. You know, and just to discard all the fat. And I put a
Oh,
little bit
you don't
olive
want all
oil.
the fat on
Olive
it.
oil.
Oh, okay.
No, no, and I add olive oil. Olive oil, it's healthy. It's healthy for us.
Hmm. Okay, so you're
Healthy.
replacing the fat and are
Mm.
you massaging the meat
And
again with the olive oil?
what you said, the meat with olive oil? Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good.
I said, are
Yeah,
you
you can. Yeah,
massaging the meat? Because you
yeah.
always
You
talk about
massage it.
massage.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
lovely. Yes,
Oh,
yeah. And if you don't get lamb, try red meat and
okay.
work with this. Work with it.
Oh,
Not you can get it everywhere.
hmm.
You
So
can get
you could try this recipe and adjust it according to what you like to eat. Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
hmm, that's good. That's good. So want to promote
But rack of
everyone.
lamb you can get everywhere, or it's they don't have it anymore. They don't bring a lot of them. I mean,
Hmm,
you
okay.
you can get it. I mean, like red
Hmm.
meat. So try it with red meat.
I think it's
Try it
good to
with
go to
red
a
meat.
butcher, and even a grocery store has a butcher department,
Yeah.
and talk to them, and some grocery stores anyway. And it's good to support the butchers too, because a lot of times you're getting the local lamb. If you can get local, that's
Oh, this
fantastic.
is
If your
good.
area.
So you
Oh
order it.
yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
you can order another one and freeze it. If you
Oh,
freeze
that's
it
true too.
right, you can freeze it for 3 months. If you freeze it right,
Hmm.
you
How
can
do you
freeze it
freeze
for a few
lamb?
months.
When you say to do it right,
You
what do
wrap it
you?
right. If you wrap it right,
Okay.
you wrap it right, like
Do-
like fresh.
Okay. What do you
You have
wrap
to
it
wrap
in to
it right.
freeze it? To freeze it, do you do
It's nylon,
plastic?
not
Nylon.
plastic. Yeah, plastic. I call it nylon
Okay.
sometimes. It's
Oh,
plastic.
okay.
Plastic.
Okay, plastic. So like
more than
a
one
plastic wrap.
Yes. Yes.
But
Plastic,
cover it
more than
100%.
one. More than one.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want to put it in a little blanket of saran wrap and then
Yes.
and then freeze it. But you said only for 3 months because yeah, I mean sometimes
No
I
more.
wonder like how long can we freeze things for without it just, drying out and saying that's it, I'm done. Because
It will dry
can't
out.
freezing,
No.
yeah, okay.
But don't take it from the freezer to the kitchen. Put it from the freezer to the fridge.
See, that's what Nancy always does too. She doesn't like to just put it out. She says put it in the fridge and let it take a day or two to do its thing.
No,
and
you lose
adjust.
all the moist. You lose all the moist.
Okay.
No, from the freezer to the fridge, and from the fridge take it
Okay.
to the kitchen.
So what about the microwave? People defrosting in the microwave?
No way. Meat? No way.
Okay. No.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
No. Big no on
lose all
the meat defrosting in the fridge, people. That's a no. So you put it in the meat, take it from the freezer to the fridge, and let it slowly acclimate to being to the right temperature for cooking. So like, and then do you leave it out for a little bit? Like when you cook it, take the lamb out of the fridge. Say you've frozen it, and even just taking it from the fridge, do you let it kind of like, because even when you're marinating it, right?
I'll let it rest.
You let it rest for a little while. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, for a while. Yes. Otherwise, there is still water there. There is water.
And then it burns.
It has to be dry. Yes.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Okay. Well, good information, Ruth, as always. Fantastic tips. You can keep up with us. We're here every third Sunday with Ruth Milstein, author of Cooking with Love, Ventures into the New Israeli Cuisine. Really good recipes, beautiful, lots of great photos in there to help you. So go to ruthmilstein.com, Amazon, all those places. And of course, keep up with us at bigblendradio.com. Thank you so much, Ruth. Always fun to chat with you. And we look forward to next month. All right. Thank you.
Okay. We talk next month. And have a happy holidays.
Yes,
coming.
to everyone celebrating. Have fun.
Thank you for listening to Big Blend Radio's Cooking with Love show featuring Ruth Milstein. Keep up with Ruth and her recipes and her books at ruthmilstein.com. You can also keep up with Big Blend Radio at bigblendradio.com.